Hey everybody. So I wanted to do an updated video. What I wanted to tell you is that making sure you're working out is going to be extremely important. The last thing that you want to do is get to the academy. And once you get there, pass your test, do everything like you're supposed to, and then you fail that final physical fitness test. That's the last thing that you want to happen during this time. While you're waiting on your process to go through, make sure that you're doing something to remain active. That way, it can just be a process that you're continuing and that you're not getting into the position going through academy. And as you're going through academy, you're starting to work out at that point. I would definitely recommend push ups consistently, making sure you're getting your push ups, seeing if there's someone that you know of. If you don't know the form, making sure you have someone that you know of who can help you out with the form, the correct form for the push up. Um, what else? Running, that's going to be a big thing. That 1.5 mile run in 15 minutes. So I will tell you that on my own, running 6 laps on the track, I was at about 18 minutes and 30 seconds. Once I got out there with a group of people, it was different for me because it motivated me to go faster, and I cut my time down 6 laps at 15 minutes and 59 seconds. It is December. Right now, I'm not scheduled to go to Academy until February, at the end of February. And I know by then I'm definitely going to have my time down packed. But what I do on my own is very important. So on my own, I'm making sure that I make, like, I may run up from my house up to a quick trip. And the quick trip for me takes, I say it's about almost 2 miles to get there. So my goal that I had, usually beforehand, I was running, walking, running, walking. So then I set myself a goal and I said, hey, I'm going to make it all the way up to the quick trip without stopping, which I've accomplished that goal. So I definitely try to set little goals for myself. I'm not just focused on running as well. Doing some activities, something, like I stated, it's very important that you do something active because you don't want to get to the academy unable to pass that test, and you don't want to get to the academy and you're being active and hurt yourself, because that's going to set you completely back. That's something that you do not want to happen. But I just wanted to get on here again, tell you all what is important right now as this time. I know you're anxious, you're ready to start, but use this time wisely. Use this time to go ahead and get up to par with your physical aspect of yourself. I'm not talking about looks, of course, but I'm just saying as far as getting into the health mind state, being a healthy individual, trying to be aware of what you put in your body, which is something that I personally I'm working on, because by no means am I a healthy eating person. But those are the things that you want to keep in mind and try to do. So then that way, once you going into academy, the only thing that you want to worry about is, and not, I'm not even going to say worry, scratch that. The only thing that you would want to focus on is your studies so you can pass your test. The last thing that you want to focus on is if you're going to be able to pass this physical fitness test. So if you start now, it'll give you time so you'll build yourself up to that point. But be aggressive in it. If this is something that you really want, you got to do what you have to do. Make the necessary changes. Get to the point where you need to be. Because my goal going into academy, even though I just stated that I'm at 15 minutes and 59 seconds, that's great for me because within a 2-week change, that's something that changed. But I'm still trying to get that under 15 minutes because I want to have that cushion. My push-ups, I think my push-ups are good to go. And that 220-yard dash, I was able to do that in 37 seconds. So that's good because you need to make that in at least 45 seconds. But that 1.5 mile run, because I'm more of a sprinter, running long distance and having asthma, what I have started doing myself is making sure that while I'm out running, I'm focused on my breathing. my breathing, excuse me. So I'm making sure that I'm breathing in through my nose, exhaling out through my mouth. So I'm focused on that literally. As I'm running, I'm making sure breathe in through my nose, breathe out through my mouth, because I want to get used to that. I need to build up that stamina to be able to continuously do that. Another thing that I personally do, I don't just go out and run 1.5 miles. I go over. My goal is to, what I did, I made a goal to also just run consistently. So when I got on the track, the first time I got on the track, I did 6 laps and I wasn't able to run the full 6 laps without stopping. My next goal was, okay, let me find a different pace and let me be able to run these 6 laps without stopping. But as I'm making these different goals, as I am progressing, I have different stages for different goals. So like I stated, the first time, because I'm running slower and I'm not making the laps without stopping and just running through completely, I made it a goal to focus on my breathing. And then the next step was, now it's time to focus on doing all 6 laps without stopping. So the next step would be doing these 6 laps in 15 minutes. And then after that, the next step for me would be doing the 6 laps in under 15 minutes. So get on it. That's the main thing to focus on. Do that now because you have the time to do it now. And if you have any questions, you can drop them below in the comment section. I always respond. But yeah. Oh, one more thing. This is also important. As I had previously stated in my video, you get a certain time period to be able to respond about your location. I want you to ensure that you are picking a location that you're going to be satisfied with. And I say that because you don't want to get into a position that you're like, oh man, now I want to change my location. While you have that time to do that research, and this is also the time to do that research because your application, when you put it in, it showed different locations that basically will be offered to you by the time you receive your offer call. Those are what's going to be available. So go ahead, look into those locations, figure out which ones you're going to think is going to be your top locations. And then from there, once you receive that final offer call, you can always ask if there's different locations outside of that. Then you can get that additional information and then go from there. But at least you have already did majority of the work. Be confident in where you're choosing. Okay, be confident where you're choosing. This is a long-term. If this is a long-term goal for you, this is where you're looking to come in and retire out of. You just want to make sure going in that you just have a good mindset, you're comfortable with it, and that you don't feel like that you just, oh, I really, really, really have to change this. Okay? Again, if you have any questions, comments, drop them below. I hope this video has helped a little bit as time goes on. I'm thinking I might do another video, maybe I don't know to do what, but maybe I'll do something else. I don't know. But if something else pops in my head that I feel like I definitely will want to share with you, just because it's something that if I didn't know, I would want to hear myself, I'll definitely release that video. But until then, keep pushing. Remember, no news is good news, especially during this time of COVID. You just never know, everything is different right now. But stay focused. No news is good news. And during this time, work on you. Work on your health, work on that physical fitness aspect of yourself so you can be prepared. All right. See you later.